Yeah, good evening to all. Welcome to Python tutorial if statements in Python. Today we are going to discuss about conditional statements in Python. So we will discuss about if else and elif statements in Python. So here I am giving the syntax of if statement: if, condition or test expression, indentation. So statements. Statements, syntax of if statement. So normally whatever the content you can put inside triple quotations, it will considered as a string. This is syntax for if statement. When this condition becomes true, the statements executed. When this condition becomes false, after if statement, any statement followed by after if, the statements are executed. Otherwise, it will stop the execution. So we will go for small example. If x equal to 10, y equal to 5. So I want to test the equality between x and y. If x is equal to y, print x and y are equal. X and y are equal. Now execute. So here x is 10 and y is 5. 10 is equal to 5. It is not equal to 5. So it becomes false. So here it becomes false. So now, so this statement will not execute. Whatever the statement after the if statement, there is no other statement. So that's why we didn't receive any output. Suppose I am giving x equal to 5. Then if x is equal to y, print x and y are equal. Now we will test the program. Now you will receive the message x and y are equal because 5 is equal to 5. So it becomes a true. The statement x and y are equal will be printed. This is a simple if statement. So now we are going to discuss about if else statement. So if else statement. So here syntax if, condition or text expression, statement 1, else state. So here test expression or condition becomes true. The statement 1 will be executed. So this condition true. Statement 1 will be executed. When it becomes false, statement 2 will be executed. Statement 2 will be executed. So this is if-else statement. Now we will see with an example if-else statement. Here, I want to test whether the given number is positive or not. N equal to 10. If n is greater than 0, print the number is positive, else print the number is negative. Now we want to check the number n is positive or not. So here I am giving n is 10. So let's execute this code. So the number is positive. I am changing the n value -3. Now I will check the output. The number is negative. So when it is a -3, it becomes n is not greater than 0. It becomes false. The else part will be executed. If it is a true, if part will be executed. So here n is greater than 0, -3, not greater than 0. So always less than 0. So the number is negative, will executed. Suppose here we are initially giving the value of n. I want to take the value from the keyboard. So n equal to input of, I'm using input statement, enter a number. So actually in Python, whatever the value you can give from the keyboard, it will consider as a string. So we want to convert into integer. So that's why I'm using int of input of enter number. So now you can run this program. Suppose n equal to, I am giving 200. So the number is positive. So again I am going to run this program for another input. So I am giving -45. So the number is negative. Okay. So it is also an example how to give a input from the keyboard. So n equal to, so normally input of enter a number means it will assume it as a string. Suppose example I will show you. Suppose I am going to take b, input of enter a number. So I try to execute this. Suppose I am giving 4. So now I am going to print b. See, the value is enclosed in single quotations. That means it is a string. If you just check the type of data, type of b. So here Python, whatever the value you can give from the keyboard, it will directly assume it is a string. Okay, now we have to convert this string into b. So now I am going to give int of b. So just check so that single quotations removed and it can give the value 4 as a number. Okay, that's why I am converting here int of input of enter a number. That means, so whatever the value we are giving, that becomes a string. This string is converted to int. After that, it is moved to n. So then it checks the condition n is greater than 0. So then the number is positive, else if it is not greater than 0, then the value becomes negative. Suppose I want to check whether the given number is even or not. Okay. So check the given number is even or not. Okay. So now I want to develop a code for this by using if else statement. So n equal to input of enter number to check. Enter number to check. You can apply the conversion from string to int. So int of enter number to check. Okay. After that, even means if the number is divided by 2, remainder division, the remainder is equal to 0. So then that number is called even number. Okay. Now, if the remainder is equal to 0, then the number is even number. Okay. If it is not, remainder is not equal to 0, so then you can print the number is odd number. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here we are reading the value of n. We are converting into integer type. Then n divided by 2. Here this is called a remainder division. Remainder division. When the remainder is equal to 0, then the number is called even number. When the remainder is not equal to 0, then when this condition becomes false, the else part will be executed. So it becomes the odd number. Okay. Now check the output. So here enter number to check. Suppose I am giving 5. See, odd number. Okay. So again you can check once again. So 6 I am giving. So it is a even number. Similarly, you can check the given year is a leap year or not. Okay. So what is a leap year? The number is divisible by 4. So then that year is called as a leap year. So here you can read the integer year. So convert into of input, enter a year to check. Okay. Next, if so we want to divide year by 4. When the remainder is equal to 0, then we can say that that year is a leap year. Print the given year is leap year. Else print the given year is not a leap year. So once again you check leap year y equal to int of input, enter a number, enter a year to check. So you can give the year, any year. So after that, that year is divided by 4. So when we are going to divide the year with 4, it is equal to 0. The remainder is equal to 0. Then the year is a leap year. Otherwise, it is not a leap year. This condition is true. The given year is a leap year. Otherwise, when the given condition not true, then the given year is not a leap year. Okay. So check once again. Here I am giving 2001. So the given year is not a leap year. Okay. So again I will check 2020. Okay. So the given year is a leap year because it divides 4. So the remainder is 0. So that year is called as a leap year. So this is about if else state.